Hello, everyone, and welcome to TRL Season 4 Pre-Season announcement stream. Today, I'm your host, Overdrive, one of the head admins for the league, and I'm joined by Dylan. If you'd like to say hello to the chat.
Yeah, hi guys. As MO of Drive or Matthew, I'm just gonna say Matthew. He said I'm Dylan. I'm co-owner of Traction Racing League, and I'll guide you through together with Matthew today for the pre-season stream.
So thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you for 32 viewers. And I'd like to just thank everyone that has joined the league in the last few weeks. We've had a crazy influx of viewers. So shout out to everyone in the chat today and everyone that has joined. And thank you for 400 members once again. So without any further ado, let's get into the actual announcement stream. So yeah, here's our calendar for first things off. So we'll have round one, our season opener in Sakir. Round two will be at the Jeddah International Circuit since it was so highly requested at the end of last season. We have China for round three, might be up for some debate. Portugal for round four. We have Imola for round five, Canada round six, France for round seven, Austria for round eight, um, Britain for round nine, Belgium for round 10, Monza for round 11, Abu Dhabi for round 12, round 13, USA, and the season finale. As always, it's going to be Brazil. So, yeah,
Yeah,
that is the calendar for the race
that's
format. If you have anything to add, Dylan.
no, like I mean, it's just calendar. Like it's a pretty basic calendar, I'd say, but some good tracks, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like we
We've,
really
we've,
Yeah,
ch-
it's not too big, so yeah, we'll try to get at least another season in before F1 2022.
we've chosen all the best tracks for a pretty short, like medium sized season. So that is why we've
Yeah,
chosen these particular tracks. So yeah, for the race format, it's going to be a full quali session, which is something that was implemented at the end of start of last season. Sorry, start of season three. It's going to be a 50% race with formation lap on. We got realistic weather, so we're going to base it off of how the weather is in real life at the circuit that we're racing at. We're going to be racing with reduced damage with standard damage rate, I believe, and standard safety car rate will be used. So, yeah, for the racing restrictions, we're going to have strict corner cutting rules. All assists are allowed apart from quote unquote assists, so that will include ERS assists, DRS assists, and pit assists. There are also some slight restrictions for Tier 1, which include some traction control assists and ABS assists, I believe. And we will be using parc ferme rules and manual race starts. So the race schedule is for Tier 1 on Sundays at 6:30 p.m. GMT, obviously. Um, Time zones are based around Britain. And Tier 2 will be hosted on Saturday at 7 p.m. GMT.
so no changes. Yeah, no changes right there. I mean, not any, right? No, same
No.
as last season.
So if you would like to go
And I've
through
seen, yeah,
driver
I've
line.
just seen a question in chat. No, you are not allowed to reset on track. It's also in the rules. Every time you do it, you will get a warning. And the second time you get a warning, it will be a 3 second time penalty, and like that will just go up if you just keep on doing it. The time penalty you will get will only be higher.
And so I think for this
And
season it's going to be 14 penalty points for a race ban. And in the rules, there is a um, penalty point system, so you can check that out if you're interested in looking how that works.
yeah,
So if you'd like to go through the driver lineups.
yes, that's for sure. I will. If my link updates, yeah, there it is. So for Mercedes, this will be tier one for the season. At Mercedes, we'll have Smokey, a Deaf Chicken. At Ferrari, it will be the owner of TRT Danny and TRT Broken, although he's the owner, but there we go. Red Bull, it's Swift on IG and Jack from 123. For McLaren, it's Lord Gamer, Pre, and Mods Skaboy. I don't know how you pronounce it, to be honest, but you can see it also on screen. And at Alpine, we've got XRP 1ZTX, and TRL Car Guy, who's also an admin. Well, co-owner actually. Yeah, lots have changed. Then at Aston Martin, we have AMS Term 6972 and Mighty Jew. At Alfa Romeo, we've got Russian Flat and Rusty Bull Eel. So 6055. At AlphaTauri, Muted ST Sun and No Limit No EQL. At Haas, Seki Boy 2001 and Kai 1267. I get. And at Williams, Jonas Verre and EDMG. If your name isn't on here, it's possible that you either got a tier 2 seed or that you're tier 1 reserve. They will be shown later.
So now for the tier two lineup.
Yeah, that's for the tier 2 lineup. Uh, yeah, my stream's very low and updating. Oh, there it is. So at Mercedes this time, we've got Harry W0822 and DFC Cherry 09. At Ferrari, we have DC and loads of numbers and MRC0A. As Red Bull Aqualazza and Stepdad says, I guess, I don't know how to pronounce most of you guys game attack, but you will get the point. At McLaren, that's Coy's TC Mitch and LFC Thomas 03. At Alpine, that's Dynamo Danger 9 and TTV Connor RTB W608. 80, I mean, I'm sorry. At Aston Martin, that's Elvin Starfish 19 and Alec 034. At Alfa Romeo, that's Lufu Cabbage 9 and Creator Sark. The Alfa it's J-Linked and Fakey, who's also an owner. At Haas, we've got XX, I don't know how to pronounce it, but you'll see, and Gracie Griever 545. And at Williams, you've got Harv Boss and DG Hawks. Uh, I'm sorry if you are not in either the tier 1 driver list for the full-time seat, either tier 1 or tier 2. The next slide there will be a load of reserves. That's because we moved to from 3 tiers the past 2 seasons, if I say correct. Yeah, to 2 tiers. That means just loads more people in the tiers. So that our goal is to have full grids every single race. Uh, that should be possible, but if you guys are active, we can get an amazing season anyway. You check the reserves.
So yeah, those
So
are main driver lists, and this is the reserve list. So we've got tier one and tier two. It's a bit too long of a list to read out, but
mhm.
yes. So we had a lot. We had 81 total submissions, I believe, and yeah. So we have decided to do what we did in seasons one and two. We have done a first come first serve format where first 20 people to sign up for either tier have been selected for a main seat, and the others have been placed in order for reserve seats. And now that we've implemented a rule where you have to complete more than 75% of the races to keep your seat. So there is a high chance you can still get a seat midway through the season. So make sure to look out for that. There's a reserve channel where we will be frequently asking for drivers to fill in for races and fill in for drivers that have dropped their seat. And yeah, as we leave this on the screen, are there any questions in the chat that you would like to make?
No, don't really see. Yeah, I saw a question from Lange sweeper. I hear myself double. Oh wait, that's my own phone. Yeah, okay, now it's better. Yeah, from long sweeper about um, that he that we said you shouldn't hurry. I've put everyone in an Excel sheet for myself at all times, and um, so yeah, I've put everyone on Wednesday in tiers. Also, like so we should because like those lineup graphics, of course, take some time. They don't come out of thin air. So, yeah, I'm sorry to the people well also are reserved, but I've really tried my best to just put everyone as much as possible. Yeah, and some people will be missing out, but that will be anytime. So just be active, and yeah, you will get a seat in no time.
So,
Yeah, that's it.
so yeah, there are a few questions in chat. What's tier one? Is it gonna be in the Discord? Yes. All tier
Yeah,
information will be in the Discord server.
yeah. After the stream is done, I'll post in the lineup channels. The lineups will also be posted.
In tier one, you put my name as JackThumb123, where my gamer tag is VL Styles. Uh, we will change anything that needs to be changed.
Yeah.
Apologies for that,
Uh,
guys. For all the
Jack, if possible, could you send me a DM to Dylan F1 3666 on Discord? Then I can change it anywhere. Thanks a lot in advance.
AERL Sohan says, not gonna lie, I raced in 14 leagues and I decided to retire from one of my leagues. Fair enough. 14 leagues is a bit
Yeah,
much, but
yeah, it's quite a lot. I can imagine.
anyways. So these are the reserves lists for this season. So Dylan, if you'd like to go through with the stewarding for this season.
Yeah, that's it. All right. So I won't name every single one. I mean, you can see it very clearly who are which, but for the stewards, like a small explanation, we've divided it up into two groups: the head stewards and just the normal stewards we had last season as well. All right, checking. Yeah, probably. The head stewards will also just give their opinion uh, in the chat, and like with the channels. But they will, in the end, make the decision and make the penalty report. They will be the ones to blame. No, it's still a good decision, but that's basically the whole thing. We decided to put them also into two different tiers to give everyone a bit of space for them to yeah just put things into yeah yeah I can't get out my words, but it's obvious, I guess.
So yeah, these are stewards, and yeah, as Dylan said, the head stewards are just there to make executive decisions, and yeah, there's not much we can do about who gets the head stewarding role. It's usually just a thing decided amongst the admin team. So yeah,
Yeah,
the maximum position you can go for is the race steward, I guess, if you want to put it like that. But yeah, this
yeah,
is your lineup for season four, and
yeah.
just gonna check for any questions in the chat.
Yeah, I
Uh,
just saw a question, but it's also already answered from Jack. How much percentage the races are? It will be 50% races with a full qualifying. That is if we got 16 or more drivers, which we should be able to do. If it's 15 or less, it will be short qualifying.
and I think that's Langsweeper who asked, if a driver does not drive for 3 weeks straight, will they lose their seat or not? It will be around 3-4 weeks because obviously it was 3 races in season two, but now that the calendar has been increased to 14 races, 75% is between the three and four race marks. So that's where it will be decided. So
Another question from Jack, and that's another Jack. In tier one, yes, you are allowed to use the racing line. Uh, Traction is medium, I believe, and ABS is allowed. But check the rules just to be sure. I don't have it clear in my head. It's in the
ABS
Discord.
ABS has been changed to off since you can get
Oh,
such a big advantage from it.
oh, okay.
Um, yes, so now we'll progress to the commentators lineup. So yeah, the races will be streamed on twitch.tv/Traction Racing League, and the race highlights will be, well, not necessarily highlights, just the full stream will be posted on Traction Racing League. So if you want to rewatch the races, which you aren't able to do on Twitch for more than 2 weeks, it will be on the YouTube channel. So make sure to go follow and subscribe to both of those if you want to keep updated with our league races. So for the commentators lineup for Tier 1, we have Zavi Footy, MM Overdrive, myself, War Machine, and G Dub V Dub. For Tier 2, we have LSR Wheeze, Savvy Footy, MM Overdrive, obviously myself, EDMG, and G Dub V Dub. There's not too much variation in the commentators. If you want to be a commentator, there's still quite a bit of space left if you want to be one. It's one of the most least requested roles. So,
Yeah. Also,
yeah.
for commentator, if you would like to send me a DM on Discord, then we can have a chat. Quite as also saw a question from Jack and chat again. ABS sets your the game references to anti-lock system. I guess it said you can just if you got ABS on, you can just put the brake pedal to a full 100% without your brakes locking up. That's the whole point of ABS. But if it's off, then your brake, yeah, you can lock up just like they do in real F1.
Yes, so that is all that we need to announce, or all that we think we needed to announce. So if you've got any questions, drop them in the chat. Tice has asked why you're not a full driver. It's because it was a first come first serve sort of thing. So we had a barrier for each tier of the times required to meet the sort of the benchmark to get into that tier, and the first 20 people were the ones that were given the tier seats. So not everyone was given a seat, unfortunately, and if it was based off of pace, I'm sure they would look slightly differently. But yeah, it's first come first serve, and as we said earlier, there are plenty of opportunities during the season to get a seat. So
Yeah.
yeah, um,
Um, Question from Jack. Do you have to race on wheel because you're a controller? No, you can race on anything you like. Uh, yeah, that's just it's your own decision. To answer quickly on Thijs, yeah, I know you've driven in the league the whole time, but I think you've submitted your form on Thursday, if I recall correctly. Maybe, yeah, maybe it was yesterday. I don't know. But at that time, we've made the decision to already put the full times, just lock them up, so we could give time to the graphic designer to also make the graphics for the tiers. So that's why, yeah, honestly, you just didn't have an opportunity. If you would have signed up earlier, you would have.
yeah. So I think that is it for our stream. Not many people have too many questions. So
No, I think that means we've done a clear story.
so yeah, that has been it from us this week. We will be back next week for the season opener in Tier 2 Bahrain. Make sure to tune in for that. Um, and Tier 1 will obviously be on Sunday. Um, yeah, I think that's it from us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. If you want a quick thing, if you want to read the lineups, they are currently up in the respective tiered lineup channels.
yeah, that's been it from us. Once again, thank you to every single person that has joined TRL in the last few months, for all the people that have been there from the start and all the people that have joined in between. Thank you for 400 members once again. And we wish you all a good luck in season 4 of TRL, and peace out.